of its existence, the ESD was simply a boys' athletic conference. Beginning in the 70s, girls' sports were added. In 1974, girls track. In the 74-75 school year, gymnastics, golf, and tennis. In 75-76, girls' basketball. 91-92, volleyball. Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
The Tiger Coach interview is brought to you by The Scoreboard, downtown Huron. Enjoy fantastic burgers and basket meals, plus their many big screen TVs. The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron.
Continue our pre-match tonight, final road match of the regular season for Huron Tiger Volleyball. Tigers at OGorman. Huron Tiger head coach Josh Lean brought to you by The Scoreboard on 3rd Street, downtown Huron. Huron at 9 and 11, and, Coach, for as hectic as a schedule can be, the end of the season, this has been a little quieter. We've had 2 one-match weeks. Now close it out with 2 this week, but, we've been able to get a little more practice in and just get the girls hopefully in tip-top here because it's November now.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot about what that looks like for us to be playing our best volleyball. So you're right, we got 2 games this week, then we get a week until Sodak. And what that week looks like, you got a day in there with no school, right, with Veterans Day on Tuesday. We've got, Thursday, that Sodak match is always a little bit different feeling anyway, only because there's no JV match warm-up. Freshman games aren't happening. It's just a varsity match. And so, you got all of that happening, but we've really focused on us and what we can do to continue to try to improve. Talking every rep this week about, if it's the same old passing drill, how do we get to be a better passer by doing it? Not focusing on the mundane things, but really focusing on what we have to do to improve ourselves as an individual. And of course, that relates to us getting better as a team. So we've played a lot against each other as well these last 2 weeks because we've had the time and the opportunity to do so. And so a couple things we've worked on this week is playing fast. We've played a little bit of that dig or die mentality with that drill where you drop a ton of points if you let the ball hit the floor without a touch. We've done hitting drills where if you make a hitting error, we're going to dock scores. We've just done a lot of things to get girls in the right mindset to be competitive at the end of the season. And of course, we tend to play big and bigger matches, and what a better opportunity for us to do so starting tonight and then on Thursday. So feel good about where we're playing. And again, we just want to be at our very best here next week to give ourselves the best opportunity we can to stay alive.
And what better prep than this week, starting off with OGorman. They're, I believe, ranked number 2. They're seeded number 3 right now, and they're going to be at least number 3. They have 8 seniors, 6 of which in the rotation. Just a ton of experience back. They have height. They're a challenge.
Yeah, they're a big challenge. And so, they got kids who are going to go play college volleyball, at D1 schools. And the reality is it really starts, the kid that can wreck other teams, Mackenzie Walsh on the back antenna, she's their opposite, the right side hitter. We're going to put a lot of a blocking priority in her direction, not because she's not their only hitter, but the reality is she comes in fast, she comes in at different angles, she can hit all the shots. So that's the kid we're gonna focus on. And then if we can slow her down and defend her, make somebody else try to beat us, that puts us in a better position. So like we always do, we're going to get the matchup that we're looking for, giving Arian Fitzer an opportunity to get her hands up on a fast swinging outside hitter, and then go ahead and put Hilton right in the line of fire like we always do, and see if we can't continue to frustrate them offensively. And with any luck, the studs can stumble sometimes, and so we'll see what happens when the ball gets in the air, and we feel that we're just stingy enough to make it difficult for them, and so we're going to give them a heck of a push.
Josh Lean, head coach of the Tigers, against Coach Lean, brought to you by The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron. This is Dakota Sports on Tiger.
and Marlene and the entire crew of the Scoreboard invite you to come in for lunch or dinner. Stop in at the Scoreboard located at 56 3rd Street Southeast in Huron. Featuring a full menu, and check out their website at scoreboardhuron.com. Whether it's college football or the NFL, you can watch all the exciting action on one of their many big screen TVs. Scoreboard also has a sideline banquet room for your next event. Call 352-7580. Have a good time with old friends at the Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Now, go get them, Tigers.
Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
We're minutes away from play-by-play. Let's meet the Huron Tigers.
Reagan Bischoff, number 2, sophomore setter. Trency Gergen, number 4, senior setter. Chloe Carr, number 6, senior middle blocker. Kimden Fuchs, number 7, junior outside hitter. Hilton Hines, number 9, senior libero. Kaya Cheddar, number 11, junior opposite. Kyla Pesky, number 12, senior opposite. Ava Wambach, number 13, junior defensive specialist. Claire Davis, number 16, outside hitter, sophomore. Addie Knight, number 17, junior outside. Callie Davis, number 18, senior outside. Lennon Caudell, number 19, sophomore, defensive specialist. Arian Fitzer, 20, freshman opposite. Jaylee Olson, number 21, middle blocker, junior.
Choose two-time South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year and the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And welcome back to OGorman. We're going through the senior night recognition for OGorman, and they have 8 seniors, so this will take a while. They've introduced 2 of the seniors so far, but a little bit of an elaborate ceremony. But if it wasn't for senior night, would have been started right about the 6:30 start time we had hoped for every match this year, but never actually did happen. But still, we'll get a nice early start here tonight. Final road match of the season, regular season for the Tigers. They do know they'll be on the road next week for the Sodak 16. Let's do a Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Lower levels tonight. OGorman win the JV match 25-11, 25-10. And OG took the sophomore match as well, 25-12, 25-16. That's your Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Class A and Class B regions are full force tonight as everybody in Class A and Class B is playing except those who were eliminated in play-in matches last night. For AA, it's still the regular season. In fact, there's AA regular season matches right up through Saturday. So the AA Sodak 16 matchups will not be determined till probably late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. So the one constant we do know for Huron is that the Tigers will be on the road a week from Thursday, just a matter of where. It's kind of down to 3 separate opponents, and I might have a little more clarity on that when matches get done tonight. In fact, let's take a look at that AA schedule for high school volleyball tonight. Yankton is hosting Brookings tonight. Watertown is at Harrisburg. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is at Aberdeen. And Mitchell is at Brandon Valley. Sioux Falls Jefferson is at Pierre. Sturgis is hosting Douglas, and Rapid City Stevens is hosting Spearfish. And that's the AA schedule for this evening. And actually, we do have some matches underway in Class A and Class B, so we can continue our scoreboard update. Seven Suns Heating and Air, Hitchcock-Tuller up 1-0 over Wabash Summit, 25-9, winning the first set. Wolsey Wessington in Region 2B is up 1-0 and Iroquois Lake Preston 25-16. Wessington Springs, number 7 seed, took the first set from 2 seed Castlewood, 25-21. That match in Castlewood, and that's in Region 2B. And that's our scoreboard update for volleyball here tonight. Still working our way through the senior night introductions here. I think they've had half of them introduced so far, so we'll stand and wait a little while longer. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. Return here to OGorman. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
1919 root beer is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. Their unique recipe and choice ingredients make 1919 root beer the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. Pick up 1919 root beer, distributed by Elwine Brothers, at your favorite convenience store or grocery store in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers the best of luck. Go Tigers!
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
Well, we're still dealing with senior night here as the introductions continue. I think, well, there was the shortest speech that anybody's had here so far, so they're getting close to the end of this. I think there's just 2 girls left to be introduced. Huron Tiger Volleyball senior night will be Thursday as we wrap up the regular season at the arena hosting Brandon Valley. Friday, of course, semifinal state high school football playoffs. Huron Tigers hosting Pierre at Tiger Stadium. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:30 pregame here on Tiger. We'll have volleyball Thursday night as well here on Tigers. So join us for that as we're into November now. And, well, postseason for everything. In fact, for South Dakota high schools, volleyball and football are the only 2 sports left going here. And we're just a month away from starting the winter schedule. Huron's 9-11, while OGorman is at 21-4 in the current power ratings. OGorman is ranked number 3, and Huron is in at number 12. And there's still some shuffling that could happen here on the standings. Probably will happen here as we get closer to the end of the week. Coach Lean said, depending on one match in particular tonight, we might have a little clarity on what Huron's opponent might look like, or if, depending how that match goes, we might just get everything thrown up. And looks like we do have all the senior night introductions done here, so we'll see if they go with the starting lineups first or the anthem. And we're going to be playing volleyball here sooner rather than later. Again, we would have got the 6:30 start tonight if it wasn't for the senior night festivities. But like I said, Huron's doing it Thursday as well. I think Huron's will go a little quicker than what this one did. I will say that. And still, I believe it looks like we will do the starting lineups here first. But I'm going to make sure on that before we We start in on that. Huron in their black tops tonight with orange numbers and letters, orange and white trim. Hilton Hines wearing her orange top tonight with black letters and a white number. And OGorman wearing their blue tops with white numbers and letters, white and gold trim. Libero wearing her white top. And we are doing the anthem first. We'll take a timeout of 1 minute. Return here to Bishop OGorman High School in Sioux Falls. 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
ProClean Plus offers epoxy floor coating for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at ProClean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. ProClean Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Adams Quick Lube is your go-to place for convenient, reliable oil changes. Fast, easy, no-pressure oil changes for your family's vehicle. No appointment needed. See them in 1159 Dakota Avenue North or give Adam a call at 352-9325. Adams Quick Lube also has tire repair, batteries, and filters. Locally owned and open at 8 a.m. every day except Sundays. Trust your family vehicle with Adams Quick Lube. 1159 Dakota Avenue North, Adams Quick Lube is a proud sponsor of Tiger Sports.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bishoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bishoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Well, I kind of wish I would have kept it here instead of taking the break. They had a hard time getting the anthem going over the PA. Then all of a sudden, the OGorman student body just started singing the anthem. Very well done by the OGorman student body. And we just had an a cappella singing of our national anthem. And now we are ready to go with volleyball. OGorman, record of 21-4. They will start Callie Roman, 5'4" senior. She's the libero. Allie Jones, 5'8" senior outside. Katie McKay is a 5'9" junior. London Smith, a 5'9" senior setter. Lily Webben, a 5'10" senior middle. Reese Venenga is a 5'10" freshman outside right side. Lauren Venega is a 5'10" senior outside. Mackenzie Walsh, a 6'3" senior right side. Ruthie Robinson, a 6'1" junior middle. Cal Hecht is the head coach of the OGorman Knights. For the Huron Tigers, Josh Lane, the head coach. Girls we expect on the floor, Jency Gergen, 5'8" senior center. Chloe Carr, 6' senior middle. Hilton Hines, 5'8" senior libero. Kaya Cheddar, 5'7" junior serving specialist. Kyla Pesky, 5'7" senior right side. Addie Knight, 5'8" junior outside. Allie Davis, 5'7" senior outside. Arian Fitzer, 5'9" freshman right side. Jaylee Olson, 6' junior middle. Ava Wambach, 5'4" junior defensive specialist. Huron at 9-11 on the season. Didn't have the names of the officials, but we do have officials on the floor. Officials are back by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. So again, we could have started at 6:30, but we'll be starting at about 6:50, so still at least a little bit of a early start here. as we were on tap at one point to go at 6:30 here. But in any case, a little early. If we're on the road, I'll always take a little earlier start time. I'm in the balcony on the edge of the court. I'm right behind the OGorman girls with Huron across the way from me. And getting the lineup checks. Then we'll be ready for high school volleyball. Again, Huron closes Thursday, senior night for the Tigers. And that will be a 6:30 start with the Brandon Valley Lynx at the arena. And I'm also, I'd say, 20 feet away from the OGorman student section, so it's going to be a little loud up here as well. This is one of the smaller gyms that we do play in. Very comparable to Pier. And OGorman will get this match underway as I get our first serve and volleyball begins. Serve receive Wambach. Gergen sets in the middle for Davis. Powers it through the double block. Set by Smith. Here's the hit up the middle. Nice dig back row by Wambach. Overpass. OGorman sets it up again. Off the left side. Dug out by Knight. Bumped ahead by Gergen. Backline attack Knight off the top of the net. Dug out by Smith. Right side, there's Walsh with the hit long, and I think she might have even went into the net. And Huron has the lead here at 1-0. Fitzer now into the front row, and Jency Gergen will serve for the Huron Tigers. Gergen floats it back row, serve receive Jones. Set to the left, the hit cross court, dug out by Davis, set right back to Alley. Davis is hit through the block, nice dig back row. Jones again will be tipped across and right in front of Gergen. Nice touch on the tip that time by OGorman. I believe that was Webben on the kill, or check that, it was Lauren Venega on the kill for OGorman. We're tied at 1, OGorman serving into the net. Service error by Lauren Venega, who just got the kill, and Huron up 2-1. Allie Davis rotates back to serve now for the Huron Tigers. Sets sail and sets it out, and we swap service errors. We're tied at 2. Into the front row for OGorman is Ruthie Robinson. As OGorman serves off the left side, McKay. Here's the bump ahead, the hit from the middle, and Knight hitting air into the net. OGorman has their first lead at 3-2. Again, McKay with the serve and goes, oh, they call it in. Boy, it looked out from here, but no reaction from the Huron bench, so gonna say it was indeed in. That's an ace for Katie McKay. And it's 4-2 OGorman. Serve back row to Davis. Overpass knocked back by Reese Venega, the 9th grader. And OGorman now up 5-2. They're on a 4-0 run. Just underway here from OG. Serve back row goes long. Another service there. That's 2 now already for OGorman. Katie McKay sends it long. 5-3 OGorman leading. Hilton Hines on to serve now for the Huron Tigers. Chloe Carr into the front row for Huron. Back row down to get it. Serve receive. Nice play by Venega. Right side hit goes long. Hitting air by Reese Venega. Huron back within 1 at 5-4. Hilton Hines to serve as Huron a chance to tie it back up as we're just underway at OGorman. Hines sends it back row, shanked in the back row by Lauren Venega. That's an ace for Hines, and we're tied at 5. Huron still doesn't have a kill, but they do have an ace, and they've tied it at 5. Serve receive back row. Venega goes down to get it. Back set. Here's the hit by Walsh, and knocked it in. It went right down the line. The line judge had to kind of duck away from it, so I was waiting for the signal. Mackenzie Walsh with her first kill, 6-5 lead for the Knights. Serve back row played by Knight, right back to Addie. Her hit across. Smith will back set, right side hit. Robinson into the net. And we're tied at 6. O'Gorman making errors again. Huron with 6 points. They have an ace. Otherwise, their other 5 points have come on O'Gorman errors. Ava Wambach to serve and play back row for the Huron Tigers. Wambach sends it to the corner. Serve, receive. Quick set across by Smith. Nobody home in the campfire. London Smith with the kill on the quick set for O'Gorman. OG back up 7-6. O'Gorman again preparing to serve. Wambach goes down to get it and tipped across, saved nicely by McKay. Here's the set, they hit, and off the top of the net and rolled in. Lauren Venega used all the net to her advantage. Kind of a tough angle, too. Venega, though, gets her second kill, and O'Gorman goes up 8-6. Ginoji with the serve, back row Wambach. Bumped ahead by Gergen. Backline attack Davis. Punches across, blocked by Robinson, and a foot fault going to go on O'Gorman. I think it's on Smith. Got her foot on the center line. Another O'Gorman error. Huron still without a kill, but they're within 8-7 here in set 1. Knight serves, serve receive, back row Roman. Right side hit. Robinson drills it off that right pin. O'Gorman back up 2, 9-7. Ruthie Robinson with her first kill. 9-7, O'Gorman leading as we're in set 1, just underway. Serve back row played by Knight. Pass ahead. Here's the tip across by Carr. Nice dig back row by O'Gorman, and going to be hit and off the net and out by O'Gorman. Was a great save by Roman, but another O'Gorman error. Huron's within 9-8. Kaya Cheddar, serving specialist on the floor for Huron. Jaylee Olson into the front row. Cheddar with the serve to the corner. Roman is there. Smith will set. Backline attack. Jones goes long. We're tied at 9 on yet another O'Gorman error. Tied at 9. Cheddar serving with Huron a chance to get a lead here in set 1. Had a couple early. Floating serve, back row. Played by Jones. Here's the tip across into the campfire. Nice dig, Knight. Keep it alive. Here's Davis with the head into the net. Error by Huron, and it's 10-9. O'Gorman back up by 1. Walsh comes into the front row for OG. And Hilton Hines back in after sitting out her 1 rotation as libero. 10-9, OG leading in set 1. Serve, back row, Wambach. Pass ahead, just going to be a free ball by Olson to the corner, and they're going to call her for the illegal hit, I assume. Double hit it is. Error by Huron, 11-9. Jaylee kind of in a position where she's not used to being, where she just had to pretty much free ball it. 11-9 O'Gorman in set 1. Serve to the corner, Wambach. Overpass right to Walsh, who knocks it back. O'Gorman up 12-9. Mackenzie Walsh with her second kill, taking advantage of an overpass on the serve receive. 12-9 O'Gorman. O'Gorman with the serve, and it's out. Allie Davis was right over there, then pulled her feet out at the last second. Service error, London Smith. Huron back within 2 at 12-10. Jency Gergen serving as Huron's made a complete rotation. And Gergen serving for the second time. And serve goes long. O'Gorman back up 3, 13-10. 13-10, O'Gorman leading in set 1. Knight's on the serve. Back row, Hines gets it into the rafters, bounces around. Davis stays with it, free balled by Hines. Smith will set from the net. They hit, blocked at the net by Fitzer. O'Gorman gets control. Walsh right side drills it up the middle. Nobody home. O'Gorman up 14-10. Biggest lead for either team here in this first set. 14-10 O'Gorman, and Huron's going to use a timeout. Timeout O'Gorman. Huron leading, or O'Gorman leading 14-10. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Huron offers dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to Bishop OGorman High School. Remember a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5, they announced they just want to be known as Bishop OGorman and not Sioux Falls OGorman. I've tried to comply, not everybody does. Here on timeout there, OGorman serving. Serve, receive, Hines. Back set, right side for Davis. Cross court, drops it in. There's the first kill of the night for Huron. It goes to Allie Davis. 14-11, Huron back within 3. Davis steps back and serves. Pops a short one, handled by McKay. Smith sets to the left side, drilled down to the corner. Reese Venega, the freshman, with the kill, and OGorman back up by 4, 15-11. We're coming up on 7 o'clock, KIJV, AM/FM Huron. Serve back row and ties up Knight in the back row. That'll be an ace for Katie McKay, her second ace of the evening. And OGorman with their biggest lead now at 16-11. Serve, Knight from the back row, back set, right side Fitzer off the pin, drops it in front of Venega. Nice save by McKay, and OGorman gets it across. Set in the middle, there's the hit. Blocked at the net by Robinson as she went right up with Olson, I believe. Block kill for Ruthie Robinson, and OGorman starting to pull away at 17-11. OG serves, Knight plays it, back set, backline attack, Davis back row, Venega handles it to Lauren Venega, and they hit up the middle, rolls in. Reese Venega, with the kill. It was Lauren to Reese, and OGorman pulls ahead 18-11. Huron going to burn their second and final timeout here. OG up in set 1, 18-11. We'll take a timeout. 30 on Dakota Sports.
Proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Huron digging a hole as OGorman has popped up here to open up a 7-point lead. They've outscored Huron. OGorman has outscored Huron 8-2 in this run, and Huron has burned both timeouts in the process. OGorman serving off the Huron timeout and goes long. Service error. McKay. 4 service errors on OGorman, and again, errors, as much as anything, has kept Huron in this thing. Huron still with 1 kill and 1 ace out of their 12 points. Hilton Hines serving for Huron. McKay handles it from the back row. Smith sets, back line tip by Venega. Dug out by Gergen. Pass ahead for Fitzer. Over the block. McKay slaps at it. Kept alive. McKay will free ball. And it ties up Davis in the back row. Allie just kind of mistimed it. And a rare kill for the libero, Katie McKay. 19-12. OGorman back up by 7. It was just simply a free ball by McKay, but just mistimed by Davis. Serve back row, Knight. From the net is Gergen. They hit by Carr up the middle. Chloe Carr answers with a kill for Huron. It's 19-13 as Chloe gets her first kill. Ava Wambach to serve and play back row for the Huron Tigers. We're in set one. OGorman up 19-13. Serve back row played by McKay, bumped. And Venega just going to pop it back row long. She and Smith kind of got tangled up there as Venega was trying to line up, and she just hit it long. 19-14, Huron within 5. Wambach with the serve. To the corner, serve receive, kind of misplayed Venega, but they'll get it and drill it and drop it in. Reese Venega, the 9th grader with 4 kills in this set. And OGorman gets the lead back to 6 at 20-14. Serve for OGorman. Allie Jones on the serve. Here's the tip across by Knight. Jones digs, back set, right side hit. Robinson dug out by Wambach. Backline attack. Davis will pop it in the middle. Campfire shot, Allie Davis. Huron back within 5 at 20-15, or the donut if you prefer. Second kill for Allie. Addison Knight to serve for the Huron Tigers. Goes to the corner. Jones down to get it. Smith pops it off the light, but Venega, nice stop there, and then Gergen over the net, and OGorman saved it somehow. Gergen back sets Carr. Her hit blocked at the net by Venega. Lauren Venega with a block kill. Boy, Gergen made a great play. I didn't think there was any way OGorman would catch up to that, but they did. And OGorman gets the point at 21-15. OGorman serving. Serve received. That's off the backboard. Wambach stays with it. Knight will get it across. Smith with the back set. Right side hit through the block kill for Lily Webben, her first kill. And OGorman up 22-15 in set one. OGorman again serving. I believe it's Libby Stahl, and hits it into the net. Service error. OGorman's had 5 service errors. That's a third of Huron's points. 22-16. OGorman leading. Kaya Cheddar, serving specialist on the floor for Huron. This is the rotation where Huron has Hines on the bench. Serve receive, back row, OGorman, overpass, knocked down, Tigers, third hit, somehow Knight got it across. OGorman comes left side, Lauren Venega drills it through the block. Lauren Venega with her 4th kill. 23-16, OGorman 2 points away. Walsh into the front row for OG. Again, Huron has already used both timeouts. 23-16, OGorman leading late in set one. Serve, back row, Hines handles it. Gergen sets in the middle, the tip by Olsen, block back, and Huron can't make a play on it. Mackenzie Walsh with the block kill, and OGorman at set point, 24-16. OG sends it, back row, handled by Knight. Set to Davis, left pin, goes long. Was there a touch? There was not. And OGorman takes set one, 25-16. OG up 1-0. We'll take a timeout, 2 minutes. Back here to Sioux Falls on Dakota Sports.
Or refinance your existing home. I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Lane Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Lane Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics that pop? PB Sports, of course. Proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. OGorman takes set one, 25-16. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. In Region 1B, Hitchcock-Tulare up 2-0 on Waubay Summit, 25-9-14. Wessington Springs and Castlewood are tied at 1 set apiece. Wolsey-Wessington up 2-0 on Iroquois Lake Preston, 25-16 and 14. See what we have. Double A, everybody's pretty much just getting started at this point. That's your Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. We had a little earlier start today, and again, actually could have got started pretty close to 6:30 if it wasn't for senior night here for OGorman. But we're ready to go to set two, see if Huron comes up with some answers. After OGorman, boy, Huron only had 3 kills, 1 ace in that first set. Serve across by Davis to start set two. Hit right side, Venega. Dug out by Davis, overpass, OGorman there. Smith sets, here's going to be punched across by OGorman. Set in the middle for Olsen, her hit, and that's going to go off of Roman. Jaylee Olsen gets her first kill, and Huron a 1-0 lead to start set two. Serve across by OGorman, shanked, and that will go into the stands. And Huron a 2-0 lead as Allie Davis delivers the ace. 2-0 lead for Huron to start set two. Davis again with the serve. Pop a short one. Roman stays with it. Smith back sets. Here's the hit, and that comes off of Davis. Give the kill to Lily Webben, her second. 2-1 lead Huron. Walsh into the front row for OG as they serve to the Huron Tigers. Serve back row, serve received by Knight. Back set for Fitzer. Her hit up the middle, goes long. Huron wanted a touch, and no touch. We're tied at 2. I didn't see a touch, and I'm actually at an angle where I might be able to see some of those touches I normally don't over the net. OGorman serving. Davis with the serve receive. Save, third hit, and finally knuckleballed across by Jaylee Olsen. Huron hesitated who was going to go on the second hit, and Olsen just in reaction punched it across and ends up hitting it into the campfire. 3-2 lead Huron. Hilton Hines serving now for Huron. Serve receive, back row Jones. Set to the left, they hit Venenga. Tigers dig it out. Set to the left for Knight. Her hit through the block of Walsh. And Huron up 4-2 as Addie Knight picks up her first kill of the evening. 4-2 lead Huron in set two. Hilton Hines will serve back row, played by Jones. Smith will bump it. Left side hit Venega through the block, dug out by Hines, overpass. Back set, right side hit Walsh off the block, dug out by Gergen. Pass ahead, Davis with the backline attack, back row right to McKay. Set to the left, the hit down the line, Venega with the kill. Lauren Venega has 5 kills for 3. Huron's lead cut to 1. And O'Gorman will serve. From my vantage point, I'm in the balcony. There's an overhang. I can't really see O'Gorman's server. Now I do. Serve, receive, and here's the tip across by O'Gorman. Back set, right side for Fitzer, up the middle. Nice dig by Smith, bumped by McKay, hit by Walsh, powered it through the block, and nobody could get it into the donut hole. Walsh picks up the kill, her 5th. And we're tied at 4 in set 2. Serve receive, back row Davis. Pass ahead by Hines, free balled by Knight. Smith with the set, they hit. Tigers get a block on it, dug out by Davis. Set to the left, here's the tip, kind of pushed over through the block by Knight. Or is that Carr? Kill for Huron, and it's 5-4. I believe that was Knight with the kill. No, it was, yep, Knight. That's what I'm giving it to. O'Gorman sets. Here's the tip off the antenna. Error by O'Gorman as Venega hit it off the pin. And Huron goes up 6-4. Served by Wambach. Smith will back set, right side hit Walsh. Nice dig by Wambach, overpass O'Gorman on the attack. Venega, dug out, and Knight went right in front of Davis, who was in position. Reese Venega will get her 5th kill. 6-5, Huron leading in set 2. O'Gorman up 1-0. Serve, Wambach in the corner. Set, backline attack Davis off the block. O'Gorman gets control. Backline attack, Venega. Nice dig, and Huron, though, can't get it off the net. Backline attack for Lauren Venega. She's got 6 kills. We're tied at 6 in set 2. O'Gorman again preparing to serve. It must be McKay because it's somebody right underneath me. She serves all the way to the left. Set for Knight, her hit. In the middle, Venega digs. From the middle, Robinson into the net. O'Gorman still making errors. And Huron goes back up 7-6 in set 2. Addison Knight, serve. Serve receive, back row Venega. Freshman Venega, she'll drill it off of Wambach. Reese Venega gets her 6th kill. And we're tied at 7 in set 2. Callie Roman to serve and play back row for O'Gorman. I saw her check in, so I know she's serving. Serve back row to Knight. Bumped ahead by Gergen, just going to be a free ball by Carr. Smith from the net will back set. Robinson up and drills it in the back row. When the offense clicks, O'Gorman just has, they're just hitting the sets right. Robinson was straight at the top of her jump when she drilled it down. There's another service here, O'Gorman, and we're tied at 8. O'Gorman had 5 service errors in the first set. That's their first here of set 2, ties it at 8. Kaya Cheddar, serving specialist on the floor for Huron. Hines out for 1 rotation. Serve receive, back row McKay, back set. Robinson skies and drills into the back row. Man, she gets up in the air. Ruthie Robinson with her 4th kill, 2 in each set. And O'Gorman goes up 9-8. Hines back on the floor for Huron. O'Gorman preparing to serve to the Tigers. Serve receive, back row Knight. Wambach will send it ahead. Comes off the rafter, and Huron can't get to it. Huron just not used to the low ceiling that you get in some of these places. O'Gorman catches a break there, 10-8. We had somebody in position, then hit the rafter and went a different direction. Serve receive, Knight. Set in the middle, they hit by Olsen. Block back, Tigers dig it out. Set for Davis, her hit through the block. Robinson punches it back. Gergen back set for Olsen, her hit. And was it touched by the block? Boy, I thought it looked like it was touched by the block. I guess not. O'Gorman now up 3, 11-8. O'Gorman trying to open up a lead here. Serve receive Knight. Gergen will set from the net for Davis. Left side. Nice dig back row by Jones. Huron gets control. Set for Davis again. Her hit blocked at the net by Robinson. OGorman up 12-8. And Huron going to use a timeout. OGorman taking care of business at the net. They lead 12-8 in set 2, up 1-0. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
Welcome back to OGorman High School. Huron Tigers trail 12-8 in set 2. OGorman taking set 1, 25-16. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Brookings took set 1 from Yankton, 25-20. Aberdeen took set 1 from Roosevelt, 25-22. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Serve across, Knight from the back row. Gergen sets for Davis and will hit it down the line. Nice dig back row by Jones. Hit by OGorman and drills it cross court. Lauren Venega. And, OGorman sets it up and they're at the net. It's just hard to do anything with it. The girls can jump. They're tall. They got powerful swings and they lead 13-8. Serve receive Wambach. Saved by Gergen. Backline attack Knight. Back row. Smith back sets. Here's Robinson through the block again. Robinson with 6 kills, 4 in this set, and OGorman stretching it out now. 6-0 run to lead 14-8. OGorman on the serve. Back row. Wambach handles it. Gergen sets. Here's Davis with the hit. Through the block. Drills it into the back row. 14-9. Huron gets one back. Trail by 5. Allie Davis with her 3rd kill. Jency Gergen serving for the Huron Tigers. Fits her into the front row. Serve goes long. 15-9 OGorman. First service error this set on Huron. And OGorman now leads by 6, 15-9. In to serve for OGorman is Emily Eidecker. She's one of the seniors that's not in the regular rotation. Stahl, the other one. They both played here now tonight. Tipped across by Gergen. Nope, it didn't quite get over the net. Hitting error Huron, and OGorman up 16-9. Starting to pull away here in set 2. Huron does a little shuffle with their serve receive. As the serve and an ace for Eidecker as Davis and Knight both just backed away from it. OGorman now on a 9-0 run or 9-1 run. They lead 17-9. Here on timeout, we'll take a break of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Want to go eat?
How about that new place, the 18th century theme restaurant?
No. How about that one place that has boiled?
No way. Well, you want a juicy burger and ice cream, and I want delicious chicken strips. Dairy Queen!
Dairy Queen of Huron has something for everyone.
Plus, they have the famous DQ blizzard. My favorite is the Oreo.
And they're open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron, the place for hot eats and cool treats.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier. Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes at Huron Regional Medical Center.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
OGorman gets a kill to go up 18-9, and then Allie Davis answers with a kill of her own, and Huron back within 8 at 18-10. Davis now with 4 kills to lead Huron. Lauren Venega got a kill while we were gone there for OGorman. So 18-10, Huron out of timeouts. OGorman leading, Davis serving for Huron, and serves long. 19-10, OGorman pulling away. Second service error this set on Huron. OGorman now serving to the Huron Tigers. Serve back row and just long. Service error OGorman. I believe that was London Smith on the serve. It was close. 19-11. Huron back within 8. And Hilton Hines will serve for the Tigers. Serve and back row played by Jones. Smith will back set. Right side hit Walsh. Tigers got a block on it. Gergen sets across for Knight. Blocked up in the air. OGorman digs it out. Bumped ahead. Walsh hits off the right side. Cross court. Gergen digs it out. Tracked down by Hines, and Gergen on the third hit gets it over. Back set for Huron. Fitzer with the hit and goes through the block. Fitzer with the kill. OGorman had a free ball back on one hit, and Huron takes advantage. Fitzer with the kill, her first. 19-12. Hines again serving for Huron. Serve back row, serve receive. Here's the set. Smith, they hit off the right side. Venega drops it right in front of Davis. Lauren Venega with 9 kills, and OGorman is up 20-12. OGorman back serving with the comfortable lead here in set 2. Serve receive Knight. Knight will hit off the left wing and dug out by McKay. Hit by Walsh up the middle. Hines sprawls. Overpass though. OGorman will bump it to the left to Venega. Blocked at the net, and Huron's dig goes out. Reese Venega with her 7th kill. 21-12. OGorman looking to close out set 2. They're already up 1-0. Serve back row Davis. Gergen will set across for Knight. She'll go with the tip over the block. Nice save by Venega, and will be tipped back by Walsh. And Huron, they got Gergen and Fitzer got tangled up there, and nobody was able to get to basically a loose ball. 22-12. Serve receive back row Knight, and Huron can't get up to it. That's an ace for Lauren Venega, and OGorman now 2 points away from a 2-set lead. 23-12. Serve receive back row Davis, kept alive by Fitzer, free balled by Gergen. Smith from the net, back set, Walsh up the middle. Nice dig by Hines into the rafters, and nobody can make a play on it. And OGorman at set point, 24-12, as Mackenzie Walsh gets her 6th kill. Set point, OGorman. Serve receive Hines up into the rafters. Set for Fitzer. Hit right side. Took something off it. Hit the line. She went over the block and dumped it in front of McKay. Fitzer with her 2nd kill. 24-13. OGorman still at set point. Ava Wambach will serve for Huron. Puts it back row McKay. Smith sets in the middle, the hit up the middle, and the kill by Webben will wrap up set 2. OGorman wins it 25-13. They're up 2-0. We'll take a timeout, 2 minutes, return to O'Gorman, 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
1919 root beer is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. Their unique recipe and choice ingredients make 1919 root beer the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. Pick up 1919 root beer, distributed by Elwine Brothers, at your favorite convenience store or grocery store in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers the best of luck. Go Tigers!
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck-duck-goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Welcome back to O'Gorman. O'Gorman up 2-0. Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. 25-16, 25-13 for O'Gorman. Aberdeen up 1-0 on Roosevelt, 25-22. Harrisburg 1-1 from Watertown, 25-8. Brandon Valley 1-0 on Mitchell, 25-15. And Yankton and Brookings are tied at 1 set apiece. And that's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Coach Lane using his entire 3 minutes here to talk to the girls as things kind of fell apart, especially in that second set. And O'Gorman has controlled both sets here to this point. When O'Gorman sets it up and they got things clicking at the net, they're just hard to stop. They have so much power. They have girls that can jump. They're always going to have a big-time threat above the net at all rotations. O'Gorman will serve to start set 3. It'll be London Smith to get the third set underway. Serve goes long, service error by Smith, and Huron leads 1-0 to open set number 3. That's been the one flaw for O'Gorman tonight. They've had their share of service errors. I guess they only had 2 last set, but they have 8 total for the match so far. Back set, Walsh right side, dug out by Hines. Bumped and backline attack Davis up the middle, dug out. Back row Jones, left side hit. Off of Knight. And that'll be a kill for Lauren Venega, her 9th. Tied at 1. O'Gorman serves again into the net. Lauren Venega with a service error. And Huron leads again 2-1 here in set 3. Hines with the serve and floats it long. And we're tied at 2. We've had 4 points scored and 3 of them have come off service errors between the two teams. Tied at 2, O'Gorman serving McKay. Serve received Knight. Set in the middle, just going to be tipped across by Carr. Set in the middle, the big hit, Robinson, and can't get the dig out on that either. Robinson with her 7th kill, and O'Gorman has their first lead of set 3 at 3-2. McKay again on the serve for OG. Back row, Davis goes into the rafters, and Hines stays with it, and going to be free balled across by Knight. Smith will set. Here's the hit. Robinson blocked by Carr. Chloe Carr with the block kill. And Huron ties it at 3. Wambach in to serve and play back row for the Huron Tigers. Tied at 3 in set 3. Wambach off the top of the net. O'Gorman goes down to get it. Back set. Walsh with the hit up the middle. And Hines can't reach it. O'Gorman up 4-3. Mackenzie Walsh with her 7th kill. 4-3 O'Gorman leading here in set 3. Serve back row, Wambach. Gergen back sets for Carr. Her hit over the block, and Smith and McKay kind of got tangled up, and it just dropped in between the two of them. Chloe Carr with her 3rd kill. We're tied at 4. Addison Knight serving for Huron. Serve goes back row. Bumped ahead and way off, and won't make a play on that one. Bad set by O'Gorman. And Huron takes the lead on the air at 5-4. Knight again with the serve. To the corner and drops it in for the ace. Roman let it go, and it went right into the corner. Ace for Knight, and Huron up 6-4. Knight again serves, pops it back row. This time it does go long as Roman watches it sail by. 6-5. O'Gorman back within 1. O'Gorman up 2-0. And now coming in to play back row for Huron is Lennon Caudell, the sophomore. (6-5) Huron leading. O'Gorman serving. Wambach handles it, overpass. They'll quick set it across. Nice play by Davis to keep it alive. Hit by Davis, blocked back. Davis returns it. Smith back sets. Here's Robinson with the tip. Huron tips it back. Nice play by Davis. Left side hit. Venega through the block. Lauren Venega with her 10th kill. And we're tied at 6 in set 3. O'Gorman again serving to Huron. Serve receive Wambach, sent ahead by Hines. Davis tried to go up with the left hand as it was towards the net. Could not make a play on it, and O'Gorman leads 7-6 in set 3. Knights again on the serve. Serve receive, sprawling to get it Knight. Back set across by Gergen, and O'Gorman just returns a quick set across by Gergen again. Set in the middle, they hit. Back row and through the rafters, did not touch anything. We play on, but there's the hit and goes into the corner with Venega. Lauren Venega with the kill. Huron sent it through the rafters, but since it didn't touch the rafters, you can play on, but O'Gorman finished off the point anyway. They're up 8-6. Serve to the corner. Caudell set to the left. They hit by Knight into the block. Or excuse me, Davis into the block. Gets the kill as Robinson had a fall on her side of the net. 8-7. Huron back within 1. Allie Davis with 5 kills to lead Huron. Kaya Cheddar, serving specialist on for Huron. Serve receive. Jones will set. Here's the hit down the middle, and there's Venega again. Lauren Venega with a dozen kills, and O'Gorman up 9-7. Hines back on the floor after sitting out that one rotation. And OG on the serve. Serve receive Wambach. Back set right side. Jaylee Olsen with the tip through the block. Saved. Third hit. Venega will swat it to the corner. Hines is there. Bumped by Gergen. Going to be free balled by Davis. Robinson. Here's the set by Smith. The hit blocked. Tigers get control. Gergen sets in the middle. The tip by Fitzer, blocked back. Tigers stay with it. The hit by Davis popped up in the air. O'Gorman digs it out. Back set right side off mark, but somehow got it across. Good control by O'Gorman, and the hit by Davis. Robinson digs it, but it goes out of bounds. Davis with the kill. Some good play on both sides of the net there, but Huron does earn the point. 9-8. O'Gorman's lead at 1. Fitzer into the front row as Wambach comes out. And Jency Gergen to serve for the Huron Tigers. Gergen sails it back row. Serve receive by Roman. Here's the hit, and that will tie up Caudell in the back row. Venega with another kill. 10-8 O'Gorman. Venega now with 13 kills, 5 in this set. O'Gorman up 10-8 and serving to Huron. Back row played by Caudell. Bump it up ahead. Here's the tip by Davis. Block back. Huron returns it. Smith with the back set. Walsh with the hit right side. Dig by Hines. Bumped off the net. And I think we got away with one. Jaylee Olsen hit the net. Here's the set. They hit. And that will tie up Huron in the back row. Kill for Webben, her 5th. And O'Gorman up 11-8 here in set 3. O'Gorman again serving to Huron, starting to build a lead. Back row, it's Davis. Set in the middle, the tip by Olsen, and they're going to call a touch on O'Gorman. Olsen will get the kill. And Huron pulls back within 2 at 11-9. Jaylee Olsen with her 3rd kill. And Allie Davis will serve for the Huron Tigers. Floated to the corner, serve, receive, overpass. Gergen will back set, right side hit, Fitzer, and that will come off of Smith. Arian Fitzer pulls Huron back within 1 at 11-10, 3rd kill for the Huron 9th grader. Davis serving for the Huron Tigers. Back row, serve, receive to Jones. Set to the right. Venega will pop it back row. Hines gets the dig. Tipped across, blocked back by Webben, but Tigers get it across. Set to the left. Venega winds up. Tigers get a dig, and Davis could not get up and react to it in time. Venega with another kill. Lauren Venega having a big night. O'Gorman up 12-10. 14 kills I have for Lauren Venega. They have 13 on the scoreboard. Pass ahead. Huron just going to free ball with Gergen. From the net, Smith will set. Webben up the middle and drills it down. 13-10 O'Gorman. Webben picks up the kill, and O'Gorman wants a timeout. Or Huron wants a timeout. Timeout Huron. O'Gorman up 13-10 and Huron up 2-0. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Our chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Carr Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to O'Gorman. Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Area scores in Class B. Hitchcock-Tulare swept Wabash Summit 25-9, 14 and 14. Castlewood has defeated Washington Springs. Springs took the first set, then Castlewood rallied to win the next 3. That's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. O'Gorman serving off the Huron timeout, serves it long. Service error, Lauren Venega. Third service error this set on O'Gorman. And they have 10 total on the night. Huron back within 2, 13-11. Hines serving. Back row, McKay handles it. Smith will set. Backline attack, Venega, and that eats up Davis in the back row. Lauren Venega with another kill. 14-11, O'Gorman back up by 3. OG serving to Huron. McKay. And nobody goes to the net. Oh, saved off the net nicely by Gergen, tipped over by Carr. OGorman hits it back, and Huron can't come up with the dig on the second hit. And OGorman goes up 15-11. Huron made a nice play, but then OGorman just hit it back so fast, Huron was out of position. McKay serving. Right to Davis. Gergen will back set. Fitzer right side, blocked back by OGorman. Now free balled across by Gergen. Back set, right side, Walsh with the tip. When it got the block on it, and Huron will free ball it. Smith sets up the middle. Robinson goes up, suspends an error, and then just pops it in the middle. And OGorman starting to pull away. 16-11. Huron going to burn their second and final timeout here. 16-11. OGorman leading here in set 3, poised for a sweep. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Adams Quick Lube is your go-to place for convenient, reliable oil changes. Fast, easy, no-pressure oil changes for your family's vehicle. No appointment needed. See them in 1159 Dakota Avenue North or give Adam a call at 352-9325. Adams Quick Lube also has tire repair, batteries, and filters. Locally owned and open at 8 a.m. every day except Sundays. Trust your family vehicle with Adams Quick Lube. 1159 Dakota Avenue North. Adams Quick Lube is a proud sponsor of Tiger Sports.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to OGorman. Huron has now burned both timeouts. Huron trailing 16-11 in set 3, and just got to get something going here to keep this night alive. Serve received Davis, a little confusion. Huron does free ball it with Fitzer. From the net, the back set, right side hit, Walsh through the Tiger block. Walsh with the kill. OGorman pulling away, up 17-11. Walsh with her 8th kill. Serve by McKay, serve received Davis. Gergen sets from the net, backline attack Davis, off of Smith, and OGorman can't dig it out. Allie Davis with her 7th kill. She by far leads Huron in that category. OGorman's lead shaved to 5 at 17-12. Ava Wambach with the serve for Huron. Serve, and that goes way long. I could see that was going to go long. Service error Huron, 18-12 OGorman. Third service error this set on Huron. They have 7 total on the evening. OGorman serving to Huron. Serve received Davis. Gergen from the net. Back sets for Carr. Her hit through the block and off of McKay. Chloe Carr with the kill. She's got 4 kills. 3 in this set. 18-13. Huron back within 5. Addison Knight serving for Huron. Serve goes back to the corner. Played by OGorman. Set. Here's the hit. And Venega drills it down the middle. Reese Venega with the kill. That's her 8th. 19-13. OGorman up 6 in set 3. Lennon Caudell to play back row for Huron. And serving is OGorman. Gergen from the net sets for Davis. Her hit up the middle, eats up the back row again. 19-14, Huron within 5. Allie Davis picks up her 4th kill this set, and she has 8 total. Kaya Cheddar on as the serving specialist for Huron. As Hilton Hines will take her 1 rotation on the bench. Serve receive, kind of shanked. OGorman gets to it, will free ball it into the net. Was not a clean serve receive that time by OGorman. That was Stahl. Huron within 19-15. Cheddar again with the serve. Back row serve receives Stahl. Pass ahead. Left side hit goes long, and Huron within 3 at 19-16. Best run Huron's had. A 3-0 run in this set. Kaya Cheddar serving for Huron. Cheddar puts it back row. Serve receives Stahl. To the left, the tip by Venega, dig out by Davis, set in the middle, tip back by Olson. OGorman will tip back, dug out by Wambach, an overpass. Off to the left, Venega, back row, and drops it in. Lauren Venega with another kill. She's had a huge third set, and OGorman goes up 20-16. I have 8 kills for Lauren Venega here in this set alone. Serve into the net by Ruthie Robinson. 4th service error this set on OGorman. They have 11 total. Huron back within 3 at 20-17. Gergen serving for Huron. Back row serve receive. Set by Smith. The hit blocked back by Fitzer. That time she went up with Venega and knocked it back. Huron within 2, 20-18. Arian Fitzer with her 4th kill on the block. Huron within 2. Gergen serving for Huron. Floats it short. Picked up back there by Eidecker. Overpass. Set for Davis. Left side through the block, and Huron within 1, 20-19. Allie Davis with 5 kills this set and 9 total. Huron a chance to tie. They were down 6, but have rallied to pull within 1. Serve receive, pass ahead. And Venega with the hit and got it through the Olson block. It was more just a free ball by Lauren Venega, but it worked. Gets the kill, and OGorman back up by 2, 21-19, and they'll serve to the Huron Tigers. Serve played by Davis. Pass ahead, Caudell hit by Davis into the back row. Smith sets to the left, Venega up the middle, nobody home. And OGorman 3 points away at 22-19. Lauren Venega just having a huge third set. She's had, at least 9 kills in this set. She has 16 or 17 total. I can't count them that quick. 22-19, OGorman serving. Knight saved by Davis. Stops before hitting the net. Huron gets it across. Smith from the middle. They hit back row by Webben. Tigers dig it out. Davis left side through the block. Save. Smith will set. Venega, who else? Up the middle. Nice dig by Knight. Hines keeps it alive. Hit by Davis into the net. OGorman now 2 points away at 23-19. OGorman poised for the sweep. Huron needs some answers. Serve back row, and Knight down to get it. Bumped ahead. Hit left side by Davis off the beam, but OGorman plays it. Venega will hit way out. Huron gets one back. It's 23-20 in set 3. Allie Davis now steps back to serve for Huron. Huron trying to stave off and force a 4th set, but they still have work to do. Davis serves. OGorman plays back row, back set. Walsh with the hit. Through the Knight block, and Huron can't dig it out. Walsh with the kill, and we're at match point OGorman, 24-20. OGorman looks to put it away here. Huron's got to play some defense. Serve. Davis down to get it. Gergen sets across for Knight. Her hit left side, block back. Knight digs it off the net. Back set right side. Fitzer through the block. And Huron stays alive at 24-21 on the Fitzer block or kill. That's her 5th, 3rd of this set. Still match point at 24-21 OGorman. Hilton Hines to serve for the Tigers. Hilton sells it back row to McKay. Smith sets to the left, the hit, and Jones defeats the block, and OGorman will win it in straight sets tonight. OGorman sweeps the Huron Tigers 25-16, 13 and 21. OGorman 22-4, while Huron drops to 9 and 12. 2-minute timeout. We'll get to the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game. We'll pick that Signature Plus player of the game as well. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bishoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bishoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
Godfather's Pizza of Huron offers dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger postgame show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Welcome back to OGorman, where the Knights sweep our Huron Tigers tonight, 25-16, 13 and 21. Let's run down the stats for OGorman, now 22-4. Allie Jones had a kill. Katie McKay had a kill, 2 aces, a kill for London Smith. 6 kills, Lily Webben. 9 kills, Reese Venega. 18 kills, 1 ace, Lauren Venega. Mackenzie Walsh with 9 kills and 8 for Ruthie Robinson, an ace for Emily Eidecker. For Huron, now 9-12 on the season. Chloe Carr had 4 kills. Hilton Hines had an ace. 2 kills, 1 ace, Addie Knight. 9 kills, 1 ace for Allie Davis. 5 kills, Arian Fitzer, and 3 for Jaylee Olson. Those are the stats. Coach Lean's already up here. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and talk to Coach Lean next. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Or refinance your existing home. I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Lane Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Lane Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at Pop? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls as we are underway with the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match. Huron Tigers fall in 3 tonight to OGorman. And head coach Josh Lean, Huron Tigers, joins us here in OGorman. Coach, basically OGorman, they're ranked number 2 in the poll. They're number 3 in the power points, and, well, they kind of showed why tonight.
Yeah, you know, the impressive part about their game is, you know, and they serve a lot more aggressive than it looks on film, to be honest. I felt like we were going to be able to kind of be in a little bit more control of our passing than we were today, and then when it comes off their hand, it just moves like crazy. And not that we didn't prepare for that. I think just the long, you know, we just weren't able to get our eyes on it early enough. And we've worked on that eye tracking. We'll continue to get better. That was one thing that really threw us off. Actually gave some chances. We gave Lennon Kydell had a chance to come in, play a little back row for us and kind of give some relief to Addie Knight, who we knew was going to be OGorman's target. So that helped a little bit near the third sets, end of the second, into the third set. The other thing that was impressive is, Tyann and I were talking on the bench. Man, Landon's hands, OGorman's setter, very talented. The ball comes out so quick. It's one of the hardest, if not the hardest setter in South Dakota to get a read on, right? And so the minute that she was standing at the net with her hands in the air, everybody's in trouble. It's hard to know exactly where that ball is going to go. And Mackenzie Walsh beat us up on the outside pin, Benenga on the on the back pin, Benenga on the outside pin, and they just were really tough. We made some good adjustments. We moved to a rotational defense, and Hilton got some extra digs down the line when they were swinging from the outside. But the reality is, too much firepower, and I thought we did a good job trying to dig in and make it competitive and do everything we could. We missed a few serves early that was a little untraditional for us. Even kids who don't miss serves were missing a few serves, and so that's hard to bounce back from. But I thought few things we worked on this week: playing fast, being aggressive, going after the ball. Did it work every time? No, but I thought we really played a better defensive-minded game tonight as far as getting to the ball before it hits the ground. We didn't make every play, but we made more than I thought we would have made 2 weeks ago.
And we'll go with our Chloe Cars, our signature plus player of the game. She had limited chances tonight. Just seemed like her rotations, we just weren't getting her the ball. But she showed what a weapon she can be in that third set. Had a block, had a couple of kills, and when Huron's got a 6-footer, we need to utilize her.
Well, and when she's able to get to that back pin, and we got the matchup we wanted, we were able to get her to that back pin, and she was able to go high hand. She was able to go off that outside block. She was able to tool that. And I thought she took advantages of the chances she got. The task is also tall because she's expected to get her hands over the net every time OGorman swings. And when it's hard to read the setter and they've got multiple weapons across the net, I thought she did a good job of trying to be where she needed to be when she needed to be there. Can we improve that? Always. Every middle blocker in South Dakota will admit, or at least their coach will admit, that we can be better in that position. But at the end of the day, I thought she did a really nice job making some adjustments and attacking the balls that she did get. And so well-deserved today out of Chloe. She probably won't think that she had her best game, but again, few chances, and she took advantage of all of them.
And so now we look ahead, one last home game, and this will be it for the arena court for our seniors. It will be senior night Thursday. A very good Brandon Valley team comes in. Well, they're either number 2 or number 3, depending which ranking you want to look at it. So it's going to be just as big a challenge as tonight was.
Well, and I feel like one of the benefits with Brandon Valley, we're at home, right? We feel like the arena is worth 2 points a set for us. And that's a good thing. That's one thing. And then I think our matchups are a little bit healthier, right? Because OGorman has better versions, but versions of us, right? That's why they're ranked higher. But at the end of the day, they're going to be a lot of a heavier right-handed arm swing, which is what we practice against almost every day with Cam Fuchs. And there's some things there that I feel like we can match up a little bit better with. Now, that doesn't that doesn't mean that we don't have to work as hard, because naturally speaking, we don't get out of many games without having to outwork everybody else. And so as long as we do that on Thursday, I feel like we'll be able to honor those seniors. We're gonna work hard to, we got one practice. We got 2 hours and a little bit of film time to make sure we feel good about what we're gonna do against Brandon Valley. So at the end of the day, one more home game. The seniors can take advantage of playing in front of the home crowd one more time before we really start focusing on whatever that SODAC 16 match is gonna look like.
Josh Lean, head coach of the Huron Tigers. Tigers fall in 3 tonight here to OGorman. We'll take a final timeout at 2 minutes, run down the scores, wrap things up. It's 3 minutes after 8 o'clock. KIJV, AM/FM Huron. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
30 stores in 12 states. Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
So, where do you want to go eat?
How about that new place, the 18th century theme restaurant?
No. How about that one place that has boiled?
No way. Well, you want a juicy burger and ice cream, and I want delicious chicken strips. Dairy Queen!
Dairy Queen of Huron has something for everyone.
Plus, they have the famous DQ Blizzard. My favorite is the Oreo.
And they're open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron, the place for
hot eats and cool treats.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier. Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Hofer and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at huronregional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Welcome back one last time to OGorman. Let's do a Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update in Class B tonight. Hitchcock Tulare swept Wabash Summit 25-9, 14 and 14. Woolsey Wessington picked up the sweep of Iroquois Lake Preston 25-16, 14 and 13. Wessington Springs took the first set from Castlewood. That was just there. Now it disappeared. 25-21, but then Castlewood won 3 straight from there, 25-19, 10, and 19. Just trying to pick up some of the area scores here, and that's about what we have. Now we go to Double A. There we go. Aberdeen swept Roosevelt tonight, 25-22, 18-15. Brandon Valley and Mitchell tied at 1 set apiece. Harrisburg up 2 sets to none, trying to put away Watertown and get the sweep. Yankton leads Brookings 2 sets to 1. And that's what we have for Double A scores tonight. That's your Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Hey, we're heading home. Huron hosting Brandon Valley Thursday to wrap up the regular season, and the home schedule Friday. Huron Tiger football 11 AA semifinals with Pierre coming to town, and both games on the air, of course, here on Tiger. Big thank you to Amanda back at the studio, and thank you for listening.